How's it going, Alberto? So just like a few questions. So I sent a video on the N1 again. I was twisting away from it a little bit. Let me know what you thought. I think it's hard to see the twist on the left side, but on the right side of my body, I think you can see that I am twisting away from the handle a little bit, trying to get like a little bit more stretch in my lat. So there's that. The next question I had was, so I think I was happy with the movements outside of the leg extension, which was, I thought I was taking it a little bit slower out of the bottom. But when I see that video, it's a little bit too jumpy for my liking. But I guess the question I had around that was, I think once I get to like the last few reps, let's say like it's hard to like get my leg to extend 100%. So it looks like I'm extending it the same, but I'm pretty sure it would be like my leg is extending maybe like 95% of the way there. Like maybe like this bit, maybe that doesn't happen on the last few reps. And I think on like a similar question is for the leg curl, like how far down am I supposed to go? Because I feel like for the last few reps, I'm not sure whether like, because on like one or two reps, I can maybe bring my legs like all the way underneath the seat, and then on like rep, 8 or something, maybe I'm going down here, and it's like what is the threshold where it's like that's not even a rep anymore. And then the next thing is on the Romanian deadlift. What I guess it's hard for some reason. It's been hard for me to like maintain my grip on that for some reason, because I've been using like the bear grip straps, and I think I need to go back to using the what do you use, the one with like the rubber piece that kind of comes up and you wrap around. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. I think I just need to get a new pair of those because the Velcro is wearing out. So because when I was using like the bear grips, which are like almost like I don't know if it's like a figure eight strap. It might be a figure eight strap, but for some reason I'm losing my grip where it's just kind of like hanging in the strap, and that just like makes the movement like way more difficult, and I have to like cut off a rep or two. So that's what's happening on that. Then the other question I had was, what are your thoughts on pre-workout? Like, do you use pre-workout? I just noticed this because I think I'm getting some intestinal issues from like all the pre-workout that I'm taking. So I'm always wondering like I guess I'm wondering, how often do you use pre-workout? I think from what I remember is that when you were cutting, you weren't using pre-workout at all because you don't want to push yourself too hard. I guess I'm wondering when you're bulking, like how often you're using pre-workout, if you're using pre-workout at all. I'm just kind of curious on that. And then the lat raise across the shoulder. Yeah, it's getting better. It's healing very quickly. Yeah, so I did decide to still do the movement. I like that movement, which is kind of unfortunate why I like hurt myself on it. I like the stretch that I can get on it, but I think you're right. So I guess just let me see if I can like get this there. So what I was doing was that I had my shoulder out like this, and this is how I'm doing it. So it's pulled all the way like this, and then I'm bringing it across. And I think what you were telling me is that I need to lean a little more into it. So what I was trying to do is, so I'm using a lighter weight. I was doing 35 pounds on that. I lowered that I think to 25. And what I was doing this time, let me know if this is what you were trying for me to do, is that I kind of go like this. So when I'm leaning, I'm like leaning my body into it, and then I bring it out. And then when I go back, I kind of like move the lat into it again, and then kind of bring it out again. Rather than like before, I kept my back entirely fixed, and it was just like this, and there's no movement at all. Over here, it's like I move out, move here, and then there's like slight movement in the torso as the cable goes back to the original position. Let me know if that's what you were thinking.